Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin. Today what I'm going to be talking about is not some Black Ops 3 news. This is actually some Call of Duty Ghost or Call of Duty Ghost 2 news, however you want to take it. And this was actually very interesting what happened yesterday in Call of Duty Ghost, and it's got a lot of talk, buzzing about it. Not so much talk because it is about Call of Duty Ghost, which is one of the, most unpopular Call of Duties, I guess you could say. But as we all know, for Call of Duty 2016, Call of Duty Ghost 2 is still up in the topic, in the discussion for the next Call of Duty. So I want to talk about that here in today's commentary. So let's get right into what happened and stuff like that, and then I'm going to talk about what I would want from Call of Duty Ghost 2 if that were to be the next game. You guys all know my feelings. I'd rather have the title be called MW4 than Call of Duty Ghost 2, but if it is called Call of Duty Ghost 2, I won't necessarily be disappointed as long as the game and the multiplayer plays out right. So if you guys could all drop some likes on this video, drop some support on this thing, that would be absolutely awesome. Also, thank you guys for all the support lately. I've been getting quite a few subscribers, so I appreciate everyone new who's hitting that subscribe button. You guys are all the best as well. So basically, the update and the first leaks we have for Call of Duty Ghost is there's been a bunch of, little tiny leaks coming around, but this is actually some hard evidence. Call of Duty Ghost, the game Ghost number 1, got a 2 GB update. I think it's only on the PS4 for Call of Duty Ghost number 1. Now, what does this mean? Here's a picture up on the screen. As you guys can see, this happened yesterday. Why would they be updating Call of Duty Ghost for the PS4? Well, there's a few things that I could talk about this. Basically, if you guys remember back up into Black Ops 3 before the release, they updated Black Ops 2. Everyone didn't know why they updated it, and then a few days later, people started finding out hints for Black Ops 3 within the map of Black Ops 2. There were basically Snapchat codes on the map's plaza, where you could find that in Black Ops 2, and it basically, when you added their Snapchat Treyarch, it gave you hints towards Black Ops 3. This could be something like this for the Call of Duty Ghost update that could be hinting at Call of Duty Ghost 2. Now, the other reason that makes it even more plausible to believe this is because they only updated the game on the PS4, as far as I can tell. I looked through Twitter. It looks like a lot of people on the 360, on other consoles. You guys can tell me in the comment section down below if you guys still play Ghost. Did you get an update or not? But it looks like it's only on the PS4, which gives more hard evidence because the PS4 is the game that basically is going to be supported next year, getting the DLC first. The PS4 is the console that's the most supported right now in the Call of Duty series with Activision. As Activision and Sony have the partnership where the DLC comes out first on there, the beta comes out first on there, so that would make sense to put the leaks out first on there as well. And really, what else could they be updating Call of Duty? Like, when was the last time they updated Call of Duty Ghost? There must be some sort of hints or something hidden in Call of Duty Ghost, and I wouldn't be surprised if people started finding these hints within the next few days or the next few weeks. Now, the only funny thing about this is when they put in Black Ops 2, people found it almost instantly within the hour. Black Ops 2 is a very active game, and they did put it on the 360, I think. So now, a PS4 Call of Duty Ghost, I don't think is the most active server of all time. I mean, there's people playing Advanced Warfare, tons of people playing Black Ops 3 on PS4, but I don't really know about Call of Duty Ghost. But if you guys do still play it on there, look out for some hints towards Call of Duty Ghost 2. Now, this doesn't mean Call of Duty Ghost 2 is confirmed. They could be doing this update to troll us. They could be updating something else, but they really haven't said anything about it. People have been tweeting at Tina and at the people of Infinity Ward saying, what is this Call of Duty Ghost update? And as of now, they have yet to respond, which makes us think this could be some sort of top secret leak for Call of Duty Ghost 2. Now, let me spend the rest of this commentary talking about if it is Call of Duty Ghost 2, why I wouldn't be upset and what I would want to see from that game. Now, Call of Duty Ghost it wasn't the best game of the Call of Duty multiplayer wise, but there was some some potential in that game, and there was a lot of things that needed fixing, which I talk about here. If they were to do Call of Duty Ghost 2, I think it would be very unpopular at the start, but if the game came out and it was a banger of the game, the snipers were crazy, the kill streaks were crazy, the maps were awesome, you couldn't help but get hyped up for that for Call of Duty Ghost 2. And let's talk about here. I have 5 things I want to talk about for Call of Duty Ghost 2. If this is the next Call of Duty, what I would want to see from it. I'll probably make another video about Modern Warfare 4, what I want to see from that. Like I've said, this video is not confirming Call of Duty Ghost 2 or anything, but it is pretty huge to have this update in Call of Duty Ghost. However, this update, even if there is a hint in Call of Duty Ghost, it could be hinted towards their next game, which is Bloodlines or Space Warfare or Genesis or whatever the other titles people are leaking right now. It doesn't necessarily mean just because the leak is in Call of Duty Ghost that it's for Call of Duty Ghost 2. I hope you guys know what I'm saying here. I'm not saying Call of Duty Ghost 2 confirmed, but I'm saying if they were to do it because it's probably up on the table still. I'd say the chance of the next Call of Duty being Call of Duty Ghosts, probably about 50% right now, and 50% of it being another title. And let me say the things that I want to cover for what I wouldn't want with Call of Duty Ghosts 2. First of all, the maps. The maps on Call of Duty Ghosts were way too big. And the thing with Call of Duty Ghosts is they had pretty much only one, they had a few good maps. They had Freight, they had Warhawk, they had some other good maps on that game, but not Stonehaven, that's the worst map on that game. Strike Zone was the #1 good map. And if they are going to come out with Call of Duty Ghosts 2, they need to make these maps a lot smaller. And I think that there could be an issue here because the movement system that we're going to see, or the movement system that I want to see, would be similar to Black Ops 3 without the wall running. I've said this over and over and over again. That's the movement system I hope would be in the next Call of Duty. Now, if they do this, I think that a big mistake the developers usually make is when they think that they have this movement system in the game, they think everyone is going to put on Afterburner and move like a freaking pro player, which is not the case in public matches. You have a lot of new players, you have a lot of casual players who really probably don't even know about the wall running in Black Ops 3 or don't even use it. I mean, they probably know about it because someone's wall run to kill them, but they don't really use it. So even though this movement system is in the game, not everyone is up to date with it and is going to use it. So there's no reason to make the maps bigger because of the movement system. I think that if they stuck with MW3 sized maps and had the advanced movement system with the jumping and stuff like that, that could turn out very good. But the maps, for me, the maps is the #1 key thing in any Call of Duty game. You think of all the Call of Duty games you have loved, playing on those good maps. Your best memories are playing from Nuketown, playing from Summit, playing from Firing Range, playing on Scrapyard. You know what I mean? Your best memories aren't really playing on those big, long maps where you get 20 kills a game. Your best memories are from those high action games where you're spawn trapping them, where you're ending kids on the small maps. I think that's what Call of Duty needs to have from now on, is small maps, fast movement, or even medium-sized maps with fast movement turns them into small maps. That would be very insane. Now, as far as the supply drop system, we're probably going to see supply drops into Call of Duty Ghosts 2 or whatever the next Call of Duty is as well. I'm totally okay with that. I mean, there's really nothing we can say about that. It's good. It's a business side. Activision wants to make money, and they're most likely going to put supply drops in. I hope that they make the supply drop system. I would like it to be some sort of system like the system with the chest they have on League of Legends. If you guys aren't familiar with that, basically you can earn the chest and the keys from playing. So basically you earn them from playing, which I guess you can technically do from Call of Duty Black Ops 3. You can earn crypto keys. However, I think it's 30 crypto keys to get a rare supply drop, which is absolutely crazy. I think if you could earn the keys for rare supply drops and then you just had to buy the supply drop boxes for $1 or something like that, I think that would be a lot more reasonable. I think supply drop should only be $1 if you have the keys earned from the game, or $1.50 if you don't have the keys earned from the game. Basically, I think that would be the best way to do it. I think $2 is a bit too much for a supply drop. $1, $1.50, and have some cool supply drop guns in there. Just make sure the supply drop guns aren't overpowered, and also make it a little bit easier for people to earn them without supply drops. I think maybe making a challenge that if you get Dark Matter and you get a certain amount of kills on your kill counter or something like that, you unlock one free weapon, or give people an incentive that don't want to spend their money, that play the game all day long. They deserve the new weapons as well, I think, in my opinion, especially since it's not all up to how much money you spend. It is up to luck as well. Now, the next thing I wrote down here is the Chem Strike. I would love to see the Chem Strike return, or some sort of Moab, or DNA Bomb, Moab, Chem Strike. We're going to get something like that. This is an Infinity Ward game. They pretty much always throw these things in. MW2 had the nuke, MW3 had the Moab, COD Ghost had the Chem Strike. So I'm looking forward to, we're probably going to see a Chem Strike, something like that in this next Call of Duty, which is going to be very insane. And the last note I have for if they do make Call of Duty Ghosts 2, just some issues they can correct from Call of Duty Ghosts 1, would be the streaks, man. I would love to see some good streaks. If you're going to make the game, you need the streaks to be powerful, because in that game, I loved how there were specialists, and I really would like the specialist, support, and assault streak sort of thing back. I thought that was really cool. Having all three of those really adds more customizable, makes the game more customizable, which is always awesome. However, you can't, just because you have specialists and support, make the assault streaks really bad. If you guys remember in Call of Duty Ghosts, the assault kill streaks were very weak and very not usable at all. You basically had to use specialist every game, or even the support kill streaks were sometimes stronger than the assault ones. So make those assault kill streaks, throw in a Pavlo, throw in a Harrier, throw in an AC-130, some good streaks in there, a chopper gunner, and maybe some wraps or something like that would be pretty cool as well, and make those streaks good. I think that would be awesome. Now, that's about it for today's video, talking about if Call of Duty Ghosts 2 were to happen, what I'd like to see from it. I'll probably make another one if Modern Warfare 4 were to happen, what I'd like to see from that. But, Call of Duty Ghosts 2, it could be a good game, it could be a bad game. Definitely not confirmed or anything, just some speculation right now. If you guys made it to the end of the video, comment 2 down in the comment section down below. Just a number 2. Also, drop a like on this thing. I'd appreciate that. Subscribe if you guys are new here. Have a great night. Subscribe for Cookie, and I'm out. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys.